Yeah, leave the room if you can.
Did I go? Because I'm gonna keep that.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Daniels, and this is my speech about infectious diseases and ways you can prevent spreading them on college campuses. Okay. Imagine you woke up today and you have to be at class in 1 hour. You have chills, you have a fever, your head is pounding, and you'd rather just go back to bed. So, you finally scurry the energy to get up and go to class. You can't focus, you can't concentrate, and then you have to take a test. So you take your test, and the next day you learn that you failed. If only you hadn't been sick. This was me when I contracted the flu. I was dog tired, I was exhausted, I just couldn't wait for the day to be over. When someone says they're sick, many things can be running through your head. You could be thinking, well, what's wrong with you? Or, what do you have? Is there any way I can help you? Are you contagious? Well, let me tell you this. According to MedlinePlus.com, infectious diseases kill more people worldwide than any single cause. Through life experiences, I've learned much about infectious diseases. From talking to friends, family, coworkers, and doing my own research, I looked at sources such as Wikipedia.com and the Raleigh, North Carolina News and Observer, and I found information about infectious diseases. I mainly was looking for information about how infectious diseases affect college students and ways we can prevent spreading them on college campuses. With this in mind, I would like to tell you about infectious diseases. I would like to tell you what they are, how they affect students on college campuses, and ways to prevent spreading them. Let's start with what infectious diseases are. Infectious diseases are communicable. According to Wikipedia.com, infectious diseases are those that result from being spread from pathogenic agents such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. They are contagious because they can be passed from person to person or species to species. Germs are everywhere. They're in the soil, they're in the air, they're in water. Infectious diseases can be transmitted through kissing, sexual contact, body fluids, body liquids, from inhalation, or touching anything that's contaminated with one of these infectious pathogens, viruses, bacteria, etc. What we know about infectious diseases is heavily influenced by the media. Things that may not be perceived or may not be that serious because they are in the media, they're perceived to be more serious. There are different kinds of infectious diseases. It includes bloodborne illnesses, respiratory infections, STDs, and gastrointestinal diseases. It's not just a swine flu like a lot of people think. No, it is, and it's not. An example of a serious infectious disease would be meningitis. Someone contracting meningitis can die within 24 hours. Now that we know what infectious diseases are, let's look at how they affect college students on college campuses. College students are plagued by infectious diseases. This should be an important topic for us because we want to feel safe when we're at school. You can often miss work and school and everyday activities because you are sick, and that is a big concern for students. According to Juanita Cousins, the college student lifestyle makes transmitting diseases easy. Students are in close contact with each other. One college administrator at Georgia Tech University said that college students' lifestyle is like microbe swapping behavior. When you have many students in close contact with each other on a day-to-day basis, there are many opportunities to spread disease and infections. Students on campus means increased chances for spreading and catching diseases. From hookups to football games to class lectures, there are many opportunities to spread germs. Infectious diseases affect school and work performance, and it also affects your overall functioning. Sarah Hiley and Edward Ellinger surveyed 3,000 college students. Of those, 21% lived in a dorm. 91% experienced at least one infectious disease. This resulted in lost time, 6,000 days in bed, 4,000 days of missed class, 3,000 days of missed work, 45,000 days of illness, 17,000 days of extracurricular activities that were missed, 37,000 hours of missed social activities. Results also showed that 22% of students visited a health facility at least once. 16% used antibiotics, 75% used over-the-counter meds. 40% missed class for at least one day. 46% did bad on assignment, and 30% did bad on a test because they were sick. These are pretty astonishing numbers. So now that we know what infectious diseases are and we know how they plague college students on college campuses, let's talk about ways we can prevent spreading them. Contacting infectious diseases is preventable. Let's look at the big picture. According to government officials, 90,000 people could die this year from the swine flu. That's a pretty big number in itself. We have learned, however, that infectious disease is not just the swine flu, it includes many other things. There are ways that colleges have tried to prevent the spread of diseases. Some schools ask students to stay away from school if they were sick for at least 24 hours. They ask them to stay out of public facilities such as classrooms, bathrooms, and cafeterias. Students were also asked to pack with them things such as thermometers, disinfectant wipes, and hand sanitizer. Also bottled water and throwaway cups. There are vaccinations available for certain diseases such as HPV, Gardasil, there's flu shots, and then there's hepatitis shots, things of that nature. An article entitled "Flu Outbreak Found at Duke Camps" lists tips for preventing infectious diseases, to prevent spreading them. Tips were listed such as not sharing food or drinks with people, washing your hands often, sneezing in your sleeve or in a tissue, going to the doctor or staying away from people if you feel that you're sick, using hand sanitizer often, things of that nature. One college did distribute flu prevention kits with tissue, hand sanitizer, and cleaning wipes, and also tips for preventing the spread of diseases in them. Other suggestions were that sick students should stay away from school, or they should isolate themselves in another dorm or return home. Some academic functions and ceremonies were suspended. Maybe class would be suspended or something like that if there were a lot of sick students in the class. There was also talks about separate housing, policy revisions for students and faculty that did miss school because they were sick. Some schools did revise their contagious disease policy. Even our own school adopted a new policy. Revisions were made for students missing class if they were sick. It told them what to do, like maybe they have separate homework assignments, separate this, turn their stuff in here, things of that nature. In conclusion, as we have learned, infectious diseases affect college students in many ways. Rachel Wagley says, "Healthcare comes down to responsibility. We must be responsible for our own health. Think about this. Just a few people with the flu at a football game can turn into hundreds more in the waiting room at the school health center on Monday. Today I have given you information about infectious diseases, what they are, how they plague college students, and ways we can prevent spreading them on campus. I hope this information is beneficial to you and you can share it to your friends, family, and coworkers. Thank you for your time."
Right.